That's good, Gemini. So we are doing your monthly read. The monthly readings are a little bit more general, okay? So following the monthlies, we'll be doing the weeklies, focusing on you and your person, okay? My readings are general. They are for sun, moon, and rising. So if it does not resonate, go check out your moon and your rising video. If you do not know your moon and your rising sign, you can check that out at fiercetarot.com. Any extra information you would like to know is in the description box, okay? So what do we have for Gemini, universe, spirits, and guides for the month of March? What do we have for Gemini for the month of March, universe, spirits, and guides? Hi, Mia. What do we have for Gemini, universe, spirits, and guides for the month of March? Three shuffles. So the energy most impactful for you for the month of March is the Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, so you're definitely, there's something here that you got bored of working for, you got bored of waiting for, something just wasn't happening the way you had wanted to, okay? So I do feel like you have walked away from something here because nothing was happening. There was no communication, or if it was a job, you just wasn't seeing the results you wanted, okay? Keep in mind, the Three of Wands in reverse will be the most impactful energy for you, okay, for the month of March. So if you were wondering, should I walk away? Should I stop investing my time in whatever this is? Yeah, you know, it's going to give you the most progress or reward, right? Okay. All right, so for you, Gemini, we have the Ace of Wands crossing you. We have the Knight of Swords. So something here triggered a new beginning, okay? The Ace of Wands can be, you know, wanting to rekindle a relationship. It could be just completely starting from scratch, okay? And it's because of a truth that came in with the Knight of Swords crossing, okay? A very impulsive truth. It's not always a truth that we want to know or we want to hear, but it's something we need to hear so we can move forward with our life, okay? So I do feel like you will be receiving some form of clarity or truth, even that's truth that you yourself have come to realize, okay? Tell me about the Knight of Swords. But I do see you putting effort here in a new beginning because you more than likely walked away from something or got bored of waiting for something to happen, okay? Tell me about the Knight of Swords. Yeah, Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Eight of Cups. So someone here, I feel like you realized an insult situation here, Gemini, and it allowed you to walk away from a situation. Someone as well could have walked away from you, but there's something here that was no longer fulfilling for you. It wasn't filling your cups. It wasn't emotionally fulfilling or satisfying. And I feel like it allowed you to start somewhere new or start fresh in regards to a relationship, okay? Like there's a lot of new energy here, Gemini, with your foundation being the Ace of Swords. This is clarity. This is closure coming in. Okay. This is truth that will allow you to progress in a new direction. I do feel like it's something new because you are walking away from something here, Gemini. Tell me about the Ace of Swords for Gemini's foundation. Yeah, with the Page of Cups in reverse, this is you realizing that something that you may have not This is you realizing that something that you may have wanted or desired in your life, whether that was a connection, a relationship, a job, it's you realizing that this isn't something that's deserving of your time. It's not realistic. It's not probable. And I feel like I said, the Knight of Swords, it's not truth that we always want to hear, but it gives us enough clarity and closure to be able to move forward, okay? Give me one more card on that Ace of Swords, please. With the Nine of Pentacles and the Death in reversed. So I feel like it's going to allow you to focus on your finances, focus on being an independent, possibly single. Either way, this is like you gaining the grip on your life enough to take control, to be able to be productive rather than counterproductive, right? So I do feel like you're going to receive a very blunt, very truthful closure here in regards to a situation that you may have been waiting for quite some time. In the recent past, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is also the Page of Wands. So bad news could have came in the recent past, or something that it didn't go the way you had hoped. If this is a relationship, this is, passion's just not there, or you are having a hard time being authentic, okay, in a relationship, or feeling authenticity. Either way, I do feel like you were the receiver of some bad news or something that you didn't enjoy hearing or seeing. Tell me about the Knight of Wands, King of Pentacles, Five of Swords, and the Six of Swords in reversed with the Devil card. Wow, okay. So you could have been dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, but I feel like there was someone here they were pushing you away, feel like they know exactly what's going on. They may not be open to talk. There's problems with communication as well in the recent past, but I feel like there was some very harsh, possibly impulsive truth that was spoken in the recent past. And with the Devil card here, it could have been something that wasn't even necessarily truthful, but it fulfilled someone's desire or need to create pain, okay? Whether this was you that was expressing this truth or someone else. It did have a little bit of a toxic energy behind it. And I do feel like it hurt you. It hurt you because someone was resistant, someone wasn't willing to move forward, and someone was more so spending a lot of time pushing you away. And it was news that you wasn't necessarily happy about, okay? In the present energy, with the Five of Cups in reverse, this is you no longer feeling bad. This is you not sitting in that regretful energy. It's you sick of feeling like something was your fault, right? You're sick of crying over spilt milk. You're sick of holding on to feelings that may be out of your control, or situations that may be out of your control. You just want to move forward. You just want to move on with your life, right? You just want to move on with your life. Tell me about the Five of Cups in reverse for the present energy. Ooh. Gemini, I feel like someone has a lot of regrets here, okay? Because clarifying it, we have the Knight of Cups. So I feel like someone has a lot of regrets here about how a situation got handled in the past. There could have been someone holding a lot of grudges against you as well, Gemini. They were holding a lot of pettiness, a lot of pessimistic energy against you. And someone's wanting to put that behind them and move forward and offer something here. Give me one more card, please. With the Hangman in reverse, yeah, this is someone that may have been spending a lot of time observing, a lot of time watching you, or waiting for the right time here. Okay, this is someone that needed to see things clearly or clearer. And I do feel, I feel like whoever this is the person that has communicated something very harsh in the past, or there was a very harsh energy about this person, okay, in the past, and it hurt you. And, it could be you, take it how it resonates, but I do feel like this person has a lot of regrets. They're wanting to move forward. They're wanting to offer their love here. For a group of you as well, this could be you just sick of waiting for something to pan out, because the Knight of Cups is about connecting with your creativity. Okay, this is about being inspired, re-inspired, being ready to take on new projects. Okay, this is a monthly, guys, so it is quite general, but this could be you just being sick of waiting. But I feel like there is definitely someone, could be a water sign or an earth sign, that has a lot of regrets and wants to apologize here in regards to something that happened in the past. They want to open up and be vulnerable, possibly. They want to express themselves, because in the near future, we have the Magician. Okay, so I do feel like someone is trying to create a new opportunity with you, Gemini. Could be a Virgo or a Gemini as well. Tell me about the Magician for the near future. Eight of Pentacles. Someone's wanting to put the effort in, okay? With the Five of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles, so strong earth energy. But this is someone who feels abandoned by you, Gemini. And I feel like this is also someone who has left you out in the cold for quite some time. With the Seven of Pentacles, this is someone that has been doing a lot of reflecting on what they have been putting into this connection or relationship, as well as you, and they're wanting to put the effort in, okay? Strong earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. But this person, like, look at this energy. They're wanting to manifest an opportunity with you. They're wanting to put in the effort. They've been reflecting. They've been analyzing what has happened, their part, your part, their feelings as well. I do feel like this is someone that really overanalyzes life in general, because this is very earthy. This is someone that can be possibly very pessimistic, someone that has had a very hard time connecting with their emotions in the past or opening up about their emotions, right? And this is like someone trying to figure out how to express their love. So I do feel like I feel like you're dealing with someone, Gemini, that has a hard time expressing feelings or vulnerability as well, okay? They're very critical about life in itself. But this person is realizing they feel quite lost, quite empty without you. And I feel like they have acknowledged what they've done as well, especially if they left you out in the cold. But they're wanting to offer you their love here. How you're seeing yourself, Gemini, is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So you're seeing yourself as someone, you feel like this situation is definitely one-sided. You may feel like you have been taken advantage of. You may feel like your emotions were taken advantage of. You could also feel like someone's taking advantage of you financially, so keep that in mind. And the energy around you that you may not be aware of is the Judgment in reverse. So I feel like, Gemini, you may be making a lot of assumptions about a situation or why something is happening. I mean, Geminis, you guys can do that. We kind of come up with our own logical response or idea of why something's happening, why someone's not communicating. And we just kind of figure it out on our own with what we're told. We overanalyze how they say things or what they're doing. And I do feel like there's something here you're not seeing clearly. You may be making a lot of final calls or judgment calls with the wrong perception of the situation. Okay, so keep that in mind. There's something here you're not seeing clearly. Tell me about the Judgment in reverse. Tell me about the Judgment in reverse, please. Oh, that's way too many, guys. Tell me about the Judgment in reverse for energy surrounding Gemini. Ten of Swords in reverse. So you're thinking worst case scenario right now, Gemini, first of all. You're thinking worst case scenario as to why someone's not opening up. It's like you're jumping to a conclusion here. And when you jump to a conclusion, sometimes you can start new beginnings or invest your time into something that maybe you don't want, because it's like an impatience factor with the Emperor card. So you're misjudging the way someone's reacting to something, okay? There is someone very closed off, someone not expressing their emotions. But again, the worst case scenario thing, if you feel like, well, they're not expressing themselves, so it must be this or that, the third, whatever it is, that's just who they are. That's just how they are. And like I said earlier about that earth energy, you're dealing with someone that has a very hard time expressing their vulnerabilities or their emotions. It could be because they have a lot on their plate. They have a lot of responsibility. But, it's not the worst case scenario that you are thinking. That's all I got to say, right? Or if you have thought something has ended because of some harsh communication from the past, of course, this is a general reading, but something isn't what it seems here, okay? Yeah, there's some deception. There's some secrets here. Someone's not being honest about their feelings. Someone is holding the truth here or withholding information because they feel like they have to. Okay, they feel like they have to. Why do they feel like they have to, universe, spirits, and guides? Why do they feel like they have to? Why do they feel like they have to withhold information? To keep the peace. Okay, it could be a family situation, or we're dealing with someone here that has been showing a front of some sort, whether it's a family situation, but someone is withholding information to keep the peace or to keep up the front, keep up this image. Okay. So keep that in mind. And I feel like, I mean, of course, you're going to judge it. Of course, you're going to call things, call things off. Of course, you're going to cut this person out because they're not being honest with you, right? They're not being honest with you. So I do feel like your person is coming through. They're wanting to put the right effort in. They're wanting to actually give this energy. They had to realize that they are feeling quite empty without you, Gemini. Okay. Your hopes and fears, ironically, is a 10 of Cups, Gemini. So you're really wanting to settle down. You just want to find your person. You want that happy family. You want to find a situation that is fulfilling, that is balanced, that you can start, unloading your life in, right? You want to find that situation. But I feel like there's also a part of you fearing commitment. Okay, so tell me about the 10 of Cups for hopes and fears for Gemini with the 10 of Cups in reverse. So I feel like, Gemini, you may have had a lot of crappy relationships, or you could have came out of a relationship that was not fulfilling, okay? And I feel like it gave you a little bit of trauma in regards to relationships, okay? Because this is clarifying the 10 of Cups upright. So Gemini, keep that in mind. I feel like there's a part of you having a hard time committing, okay, to one person, or you're having a hard time committing in general because you've been through a situation that was not what you wanted, and it was hard to get out of, possibly, okay? The most likely outcome is the 6 of Swords in reversed. So tell me about the 6 of Swords in reversed for the most likely outcome for Gemini. The Empress in reversed. One more card, please. 5 of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. So there's some resistance to change here, Gemini, and I feel like it's you, especially if you are the feminine energy, because you're having a lot of inner conflict about what the right thing to do is in this situation. Okay, I feel like you're battling between what's right, what's wrong, what's practical. You want to be slow, you want to take your time in making the right decision. I definitely feel like you are very encouraged this month to walk away from something that you feel like you spent way too much time investing in, but you're also having a lot of conflict about that. So keep that in mind. And with the Empress in reverse, like I said at the beginning of this read, if you're just popping on, I highly recommend you rewind, because the 3 of Wands in reverse is going to be the most impactful energy for you if you want progression in work and love. So walking away from something that you have put in a lot of time. And I do feel like there is this possibly, most likely, earth sign that wants to come back around. They want to apologize for something that has happened in the past. But I still feel like they're not going to be completely honest with you, or because the Magician can be a little bit of a trickster. The Magician can manipulate situations, so you somehow direct energy their way, So I honestly feel, Gemini, I'm not going to lie, that this person could simply just be a distraction for you, okay, if they do come back around. And I do feel like you're going to have a lot of inner conflict, not being sure what to do, because you want to make the right decision. With that Page of Pentacles, you want to make the right decision, but at the same time, this person has been putting a damper on your self-worth, okay? And somehow they trigger you to make you feel inferior, which isn't what you want to feel. That's not how love works. That's not how relationships work, right? So I do feel, Gemini, you're going to be resisting. It's like your body, your actions, your words want to walk away from this person, want to distance yourself from this situation, but your mind is still stuck on them, and that energy in itself, not being able to release the mind from this person, is causing you a lot of conflict, right? So, it takes time, but I do feel like this person is going to try to put effort into this situation. but we still have that Empress in reverse. So there's something here not right, right? There's something here not right. There's something here that makes you feel inferior or is kind of a hit to your self-worth. Give me one card on that Empress in reverse. The Tower in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse with the Four of Cups. So the reason you're having so much conflict about what to do about this person, Gemini, is because you feel like it was something you did. This person has you feeling like you messed this up somehow. You missed this opportunity because you did this, that, and the third. This is why they're not opening up, you know. But that King of Wands in reverse is a little bit of a player. He can play a lot of head games. He can manipulate energies and situations to make you feel that way. And I feel like that is the challenge this month. And that's why it's so impactful and important for you to walk away from this, right? Because you're letting this King of Wands or possibly King of Pentacles get in your head. This could be another energy as well, or another person. Either way, there's a resistance to change. You're resisting letting that tower fall because a part of you feels like it was your fault that it happened the way it did. And you're looking at this as a missed opportunity, or you feel as though you burned that bridge, and that is really eating you up inside. But it shouldn't, you know, it shouldn't, especially if you did apologize or try to make it right in the past. I mean, you have so much new energy available to you this month, Gemini. You have so much new energy with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords as your foundation, most impactful energy, Three of Wands in reverse. You know, this is calling you to walk away from a situation. And yeah, these external energies will pop up. Of course they will. But you should not be entertaining anything that makes you feel like inferior or down on yourself or like something was a missed opportunity, right? So, what is your advice for Gemini this month, universe? What is your advice for Gemini this month? Two of Wands in reverse, walking away. Stop letting people feel like the ball's in their court. Stop being that person that's constantly there, or this person knows you're going to be there when they want to open up. You know, walk away from the situation. Okay, give me one more card for advice for Gemini. And the Chariot, right? This is about gaining control and drive in your own personal life. The Chariot, he's a one-man show. He moves forward on his own. He moves forward with more knowledge from where he's been, from the, you know, crazy town he's moving from. He is very knowledgeable and he's full of wisdom and understanding as to why he's moving, right? So, you know, I just, you know, had that image of like witches yelling in the forest and just the empowerment of women and their knowledge and what they're worth and deserving is, and deserving of. And I feel like there's a need for you to move forward as one and stop making this person feel like the ball is in their court. And I do feel like this is a very independent month for you, Gemini. But keep in mind that, you know, walking away from this is going to be a challenge for you, but it's also going to make the most impact and give you the most progression in other areas of your life. Okay, so gain control of your situation and just move forward, walk away. Okay, we have the Strength card at the bottom. So this is about doing things in a way that even you don't expect of yourself. You know, not getting caught up in the reflex of this is my person. Well, this is why I'm here. This is why I'm waiting. This is why I'm heartbroken. But taking accountability and responsibility for the way you feel and move forward, right? Not getting lost in the hope, you know. And a lot of people wonder, okay, this is something I, you know, wanted to make a video about, but I'm going to talk about it because it's very, you know, evident in this video that if you want to know, or if you want to separate yourself from the confusion of, well, my heart is pulling me toward this person, my soul, my intuition is pulling me to this person, how can I walk away from this person when my heart says this is my person? And all I gotta say is this: in order to manifest a person or a situation without getting lost in obsessive natures and things of that nature, I mean, passion and feelings, we have the yin and the yang, and you need the yin and the yang to manifest anything. Passion and feelings is the yin, and then the yang is the earth and the water, the third dimensional reality and communication and logic. Now, if you're trying to manifest something with just the feelings and just the passion, but there's no communication, there's no logic behind it, there's no foundation, there's nothing of that sort, that's how you know it's simply an illusion. It's that moon energy, right? And the moon energy is simply an illusion if there's no masculine energy to back it up. Okay, so if you're trying to manifest someone or a situation and there's no logic, there's no communication, there's no foundation, there's nothing to base it off of, something that can be realistic, that's something that's there to teach you a lesson. And without any communication, logic, or that earth energy, it's an illusion. It's a hope, it's a desire. And if you get yourself lost into that, that's when you get confused. And what's evil energy? It's confusion, right? It's distractions, it's illusions. So that's because I found myself in that predicament a while ago, when I'm like, well, how can I walk away from someone when my heart and my soul is saying this is my person? And I'm like, well, they continue to shut me out, they block me, they don't want me, whatever it is, like, that doesn't make any sense, So what is it that you can manifest in your life right now? What can you focus on that does make sense, that is backed with passion, that's backed with feelings, that isn't going to take over your life and cause you to continuously fill in those missing spots? Because that's when it becomes obsessive, and that's when it's going to take over your life, right? Don't get lost into something that you're continually filling in those missing spots, right? So definitely gain control and walk away from the situation. Okay, because like I said, in order to manifest anything, you need the air, earth, fire, and water. And without even one of those things, what are you going to have to do? You're going to have to become the magician, and the magician can be a trickster. The magician can pretend to be someone he's not. The magician can manipulate energies to work in their favor, where they have to become someone they're not. And they can also change the way people perceive them. And it will take over your life. So just keep that in mind, that make sure you have all elements available if you want to manifest any love situation or job situation. And you can be badass, don't get me wrong, but I do feel like, again, the most impactful energy for you this month is the 3 of Wands reversed. And I hope this reading helped you, Gemini, and all the best, okay?